Do you know what is masks and respirators? What is N95 masks and N99 respirators? And what is R95, R99, P99, and P100? In this video we will be talking about what are mask classifications. You will know it in 4 minutes. Let's go. We first need to know NIOSH. NIOSH is the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health in USA. NIOSH sets the standards for each classification and performs the tests to certify different kinds of respirators and masks. There are 2 different classifications for respirators, the letter and the number. Each mask can be N, R, or P, and each mask can be 95, 99, or 100. Any combination of letter and number is valid for a particular kind of respirator. First thing to note is the difference between respirators and masks. The key element that makes them masks rather than respirators is that they don't have an airtight seal against the face. In order for a mask to be certified by NIOSH and given a letter and number rating, this certification makes it a respirator. The important piece of information to note about letters is how they relate to oil. Oil and fat-based particulates are very small and slippery. They are often capable of penetrating filters that non-oil particulates cannot, even when those particulates are small. N-rated respirators are not resistant to oil-based particulates. They are some of the most common respirators, because they can be used for a long time and protect adequately from particulates like coal smoke, airborne particulate from stone grinding, and so on. R-rated respirators are classified as resistant to oil-based particulates. Our respirators are only effective for around 8 hours of use. P-rated respirators are classified as oil-proof. They are more effective at filtering out particulates that R-rated respirators do not. Additionally, they last quite a bit longer, up to 40 hours of use or 30 days. So what about the numbers? 95 rated masks can filter out 95% of particulate matter. For things like rough construction dust and debris, this is generally fine. Likewise, it's good for short-term use. But longer-term use still leaves quite a bit of exposure to potentially dangerous particulate matter. 99 rated respirators can filter out 99% of particulate matter. This is adequate for safety in many cases. 100 rated respirators filter 99.97% of particulate matter. Some tiny trace amounts may still slip through, but it's more safe in many cases. Thus, 95, 99, and 100 can be coupled with each type of letter, for 9 total classifications. The weakest respirator that receives a classification is N95, which filters 95% of non-oil particulates. The strongest is P100, which filters 99.97% of oil and non-oil particulate. What kind of mask should you choose? For example, if you're wearing a mask as part of your job, and you work for construction and materials production, or you're working with a hazardous chemical that can become airborne, or home handiwork, gardening, outdoor sports, indoor sports during COVID-19, an appropriate respirator is necessary. You probably don't need anything other than N99, or N95 are likely the best option. Normally, higher filtration respirator will be more difficult to breathe in, so better choose higher filtration with exhalation valve or seal valve to avoid infecting others on some occasions. Remember that in situations where you're working with dangerous particulate, the exposure can lead to cough, or permanent and debilitating lung damage, and even, in some cases, death. Don't ignore your health simply. Do you need N99 or N95 masks? Let us know in the comments below.